Hi there, I'm Christina from hairromance.com and welcome back to day 21 of my Good Hair Q&A series. Excuse my terrible hair, I'm about to go to the hairdressers, and that's why Shelley's question seemed so perfect for today. It was about how to colour curly hair. And Shelley asked about the best way to highlight curly hair. Now, I've had my hair coloured a lot of different ways over the years. I used to have a full head of foil highlights until I think I almost gave my hairdresser a nervous breakdown about trying to do that. Then sometimes I would just alternate half head of highlights. But I have a better way, I think, now for colouring curly hair that I think is the easiest way to kind of colour curly hair that I'm going to recommend. And then also I'll talk about the way I have my hair coloured now, because it's a little bit different. So the best way I recommend to have curly hair coloured is to find a really good hairdresser and actually discuss with them and show them what your hair naturally looks like. Particularly if this is a new hairdresser for you and they haven't really seen your hair before, you really need to show them what it looks like, even bringing in a few different photos. But I recommend using a type of balayage technique or a kind of hand painting. I think this works really well. Now, this is often the style of colouring that's sort of curl by curl colour that they sort of recommend in curl specialists, but I think that most salons now do this type of colour because it's universally flattering, and I think when you actually place highlights around your face to kind of really balance out your features and to really highlight your hair, I think it can work really, really well. So if you'd like to get some highlights, and by that I mean adding in some lighter pieces of colour to your hair, this sort of hand painting balayage technique should be done in most salons. If not, you can always stalk your hairdresser on Instagram or ask someone whose colour you really like and find out where they go. It's always the best way that I've found good hairdressers in the past. There's a few different ways to do this technique, either with using foil or sheets or ways, but they'll actually hand paint the colour on and position it around your hair to suit. Sometimes they'll actually brush out a curl or tease it up a little bit just to kind of get that natural blend through the top of the curl. That should be okay. Just discuss with your hairdresser if there's ways that you don't like your curls to be handled, and just you can have that discussion either over the phone or in a consultation before you book your appointment. Now, this is also a pretty good day because I'm posting a second video today of when I had my hair coloured while I was travelling. One of the hard things when you're travelling and you're not a natural blonde like me is that you have to get your hair coloured quite frequently. Like, I tend to get my colour done every 5 to 6 weeks. And so I was recommended to a fantastic salon by my current hairdresser, and he also helped share some of his formula so that although we didn't do exactly the same thing, they knew what had been currently done on my hair so that they could go on knowing exactly what's there. The most important thing when you're getting your hair coloured is to be really, really honest with your hairdresser about what you've put on your hair before. Even if you coloured your hair 5 years ago, if your hair is longer than your shoulders, some of that colour is still there, so they need to know. Be really honest about whether you've used box colour or other hairdressers, and tell them exactly how long ago, and they'll be able to counteract for that, and they'll know how the colour they put on your hair will work. If you're wanting to go lighter with your curly hair, I really recommend using Plex or Bond products. This is like Olaplex or Matrix Bond, which I use. And these products really help to save the bonds in your hair and actually rebuild the bonds of your hair, which can be broken when you colour and lighten your hair. And this is really important. So talk to your hairdresser and find out what Plex products they use and if they can use that when they do your colour. Now, I'm off to see my hairdresser Stevie at Stevie English Hair today, and I've been going to go brush my hair out before I go as well. And he's going to be, in fact, I don't actually know exactly what he's going to be doing because I like to give him a bit of free rein. He tends to do a high lift tint, so matching up the rest of my regrowth to most of the blonde, but I think we're also going to go a little bit pink. We've been playing around with colour and I'm really liking it, so we'll see what happens. You can follow me at hairromance on Instagram, and I'll be posting updates on my stories and over there as well. You can always see my new hair colour there. So although I get a full root colour done, I recommend a balayage or hand painting of highlights for all curlies because I think it's the best way to actually place where the highlight's going to suit best for your hair, and then you won't end up with too much of like an old 90s tiger stripe as well. I hope this helps Shelley and anyone else who's thinking of colouring their curly hair. If you've got any questions, you can always ask them in the comments here, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss my next video. Have fun with your hair, and I'll see you soon. Bye.